We are live. Yes, there are some new faces on the channel. Obviously not me. You guys see me way too often. I'm pretty sure some of our subscribers have got to be getting sick of seeing that Canadian guy at the top of their screen. Kind of with my incredibly monotone voice. But we brought some fresh blood to the channel, making their channel debuts. Zach's been here forever, but he's out in England, so you never see much of him because it's what, 7 p.m. your time, Zach?
Yeah, and you normally do them in the middle of the night.
Exactly.
I wish I could have done that.
It's the one time he's our Blue Chips fantasy expert, and making his channel debut, our newest member of Blue Chip Scouting, Jordan DeLugo. How are you guys doing this afternoon and this evening?
Doing great. Ready to ruin my uncle's favorite team.
Oh, yeah.
All
right. Yes, of course, we are doing, it's so weird saying this now, the Las Vegas Raiders. I try my best. It doesn't flow as well as the Oakland Raiders. But yeah, so man, 2 straight years the Raiders have been this close to making the playoffs and blown it both times. How exactly do you fix this team? I mean, their defense is atrocious.
Right. When I was going through the roster, pretty much everywhere on defense, you've got room for improvement. I do think they have a decent set of defensive ends, and then the linebackers may be passable, but you could definitely still stand to upgrade those guys.
And Zach, you're the fantasy guy. I know you're going to want to upgrade this offense.
See, I'm the surprising one of these guys that doesn't mind Derek Carr. I don't think that Mac Jones is the only guy that realistically could drop that I would potentially replace Derek Carr with.
Right. I don't know if I don't think Mac Jones is going to be better than Derek Carr, honestly.
I don't think so either.
So. No. And then it's Waller, I love. Ruggs, I thought he was going to be much better. There's, again, more news that he's apparently needs to step up. So I'm not sure he's going to be I'm not sure we can say he's awful yet, but I'm not sure we can say he's worth not drafting someone over.
I mean, rookie wideouts take a while to get used to the league as well, especially during a pandemic with no OTAs, rookie minicamps.
Yeah, I think people are overestimating. We've seen Justin Jefferson, we've seen Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, just to name 3 standout guys from last year. Mm-hmm. And people need same with the Tua stuff. People need to realize it does take a while, and it wasn't easy. But so I think all over the offense, other than Derek Carr and the running backs, because God knows why they invested in Josh Jacobs if they're going to get Kenyon Drake. That's another story. And then, of course, they got rid of their whole offensive line.
Yeah, I'm thinking the offensive line is probably going to be a very big emphasis of this.
I was thinking that's where I was going to be going for the first round.
They gave Colton Miller a nice extension and then basically released everyone else. So I would assume that's going to be their pick. But with Mike Mayock in charge, nothing's out of the question. Hence Cleveland Farrell at pick number 4. That's still 2 years later, just so shocking to me. So let's get into this.
Yeah,
I've got
the worst ever.
I've got trades turned on. I've got the speed on fast. So I'm hoping, honestly, at 17 that someone like a Darisaw or a Vera Tucker or a Tevin Jenkins is still there.
Absolutely.
I think offensive line has to be the target. So let's get this going. I always want to see what happens at pick 3. Justin Fields, okay.
And Trey Lance.
Goodness.
Trey Lance at number 4.
Mac Jones to Alabama. To Denver. That's not an upgrade over Drew Lock. Now, this team does have a lot of needs, and there are teams I want to trade up. So Buffalo's offering us 30, 93, and 213 for pick 17. So that's a 1, a 3, and a 6. Chicago's offering us a 1, a 5, and a 6 to move up 3 spots. I don't think so.
No.
And then the Ravens are offering a 1, a 3, and a 5.
What's the Bills' third
Bills
round?
are picking at 30. So it's 30, 93, and 213 for pick 17.
I think that's the only one I'd consider.
Yeah, I don't
I'd be
really want
going-
to trade back.
I'd be
Although
going
the Ravens getting an extra 3 and a
Ravens,
5.
yeah, I'd go Ravens personally if we're going to do trades.
And you're trading back 10 spots as opposed to 13.
True.
Yeah.
I'd be fine with sticking at 17, honestly. But
Let's see what's on the board for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: you trade back, and you could find yourself out of these offensive line picks.
right.
Yeah.
So Darrison Vera Tucker went 13-14. Tevin Jenkins is still here. I think this has to be the pick.
See,
I'd go there.
I'm going what no one would think I'd be doing, and I'm thinking Micah Parsons. There's a blue chip guy, you get him. I know
I agree with
linebackers
that, actually.
linebackers don't matter as much, but at the end of the day, if the blue chip guys are there, you got to get them. So
The only thing that worries me about Parsons is Gus Bradley's defense is not an attacking style defense, and that's going to be where he's best. So that's the only real concern there.
Also, have we seen Mayock go after guys with off-field issues?
Right. That's another
that's
big,
another
big thing.
point.
And not only that, I mean, we don't pick again until pick, 48.
I'm going to trade down.
At 48, there's nothing there at offensive tackle because I'm looking now like Jenkins is going to be gone, Cosme's going to be gone, Eichenberg's going to be gone. You're maybe looking at Jalen Mayfield.
I'm thinking trade down. You see which tackle drops. If we're thinking Parsons isn't what we're looking for, and he doesn't, and it's not the ideal fit for Parsons, I think trades down to the Ravens.
Yeah, it's the Ravens at 27.
I mean, I think Parsons is the best pick, but is Gus Bradley going to use him properly? I'm not sure.
The drop off between Parsons and the second round linebackers is a lot different than the drop off between what we'd have with Jenkins and the second round offensive tackles.
Yeah, the linebacker class in general just isn't as strong. So if it was me in this position, not Mike Mayock, but me, I'd be making the Micah Parsons pick as long as I pass the off-field concerns.
Yeah, I'm in the same place. So I'm happy with either trading down to 27 or taking Parsons.
All right, if you guys are both on board with taking Parsons, we're going to take Parsons here. Something different. If worst case scenario, we can trade back up if there's a off the tackle run. So go with a different direction here. Micah Parsons, 2 days in a row he's been on here. Jenkins goes. I'm going to tell you guys, hang on. Pick 32 might be a spot that we should trade up for an offensive tackle.
You don't trade up ever. You're asking the wrong person when you're talking about trades up.
I'm
Always
aware.
trade down.
I'm aware. But again,
see, I like Cosme. I like.
It would be a big trade because you're trading from 48 into the in.
I like Leatherwood. I like.
So you're willing to just wait and see what gets there at 48.
And if I also like. I also like the guys that ran through the Brady Christensen of the world.
Yeah, the only one on that list right there that I wouldn't be comfortable with is Mayfield.
Yeah,
Carmen I don't love either, but
I think we're in the same place actually.
Okay,
so
hey, I'm just the host of this thing, so I'm gonna let you guys kind of take the lead then. Oh, hi Buffalo.
I'm not taking that at all.
No.
Yeah, I'm not taking that either. Especially with Cosme off the board. Someone go that hard.
I don't think the Niners. I think the world would implode if the Niners and the Raiders actually made a trade.
Yeah, that's going to be a no.
Yeah. No.
Whoa. I finally got to the pick. All right. So we have Leatherwood on the board.
Can we see what other positions are available? Because then
I mean, the top player is another offensive lineman too.
I'm going Rondo Moore. Can you imagine Ruggs and Rondo Moore in the same offense?
I mean, I can, but there's a problem with if your offensive line is like
Rondo Moore. Like it was like 80% of his throws were screens. He's ready for it.
I'm aware, but. They have no. I actually have to see what their offensive line is.
Yeah, I mean, I think the long-term situation, Rondale Moore makes a lot more sense. But if you're just talking about trying to not get Derek Carr killed next year, there might be
So you got
an argument. It's definitely a need.
Here's their starting offensive lineman according to our lads. So it's Colton Miller at left tackle, Incognito, who is 37 years old.
Yeah, we'll replace them.
37 years old. Turns 38 by the time the season starts. So less than ideal. Nick Martin, who was let go of by the Texans. I don't know who Denzel Good is, and then Brandon Parker.
Definitely got to fix the right side of the line.
Yeah, right side we've got to fix. But
Leatherwood can play guard or tackle.
Right.
Yeah, I went into the season. Now this is going to be very bold. Rondo Moore is my wide receiver 1.
You're not the only one I know that did that.
So
yeah,
I'm very.
I think if you have to bet on him in the first round, it's much scarier than betting on him at 48.
Yeah, his injuries is a big risk, and it's why I no longer have him as wide receiver 1. But so if you're looking here, you've got the likes of Brady Christensen. You've got.
I wouldn't be surprised if they like Christensen a lot.
Yeah, so I'm thinking. Also, if you scroll down, you've still got guys. Walker Little, which I think is a really good gamble.
Well, yeah, I mean, especially if you can get him a lot later, but
yeah,
fans are going to be banging down the door trying to get you to draft an offensive tackle.
I think we have to go offensive line here. I know you guys really like Rondale Moore, but I mean, what does this say to Derek Carr if your stance is we're going to get a linebacker and then a wide receiver, but we're not really going to block for you?
Yeah, I mean, Wyatt Davis might make sense there. I guess my thing is I'm just not in love with any of the value at offensive line here, but I do get that they've got to do something.
I'm not a fan either. I think again the next pick. Do we know when the next pick is? It's
70s, 79 and 80.
Perfect. We'll take 2 tackles at 78 and 79 and 80, and then they'll be happy.
I guess we're gonna have to hope that like a Brady Christensen's still there,
or Walker Little. Those are the 2 people that I had as a. This is who I'm targeting.
I don't mind Stone Forsyth and the
him,
third either.
There's another name I know Tyler is very keen of.
Are we going to go Rondale Moore?
Yes.
I can't wait to read the YouTube comments after this one's done. I cannot wait to read the YouTube comments. It's going to be fantastic.
I mean, I actually have some of the guys on here higher than Moore, but they're all grouped together for me.
Remember, any complaints about which picks that we're taking can be directed to @TheRealForno, and then just let Tyler deal with all of that. So we're going to go Rondale Moore.
All right.
Oh my God, Raiders fans are gonna absolutely hate us. This is gonna be.
Yeah, I can't wait to send this to my uncle later. He's gonna be like, "What the hell are y'all doing?" All right.
Okay, seriously, go away. I'm actually just trying to bring up the rest of the board so I can see who else is leaving, and I keep getting offered trades.
Yeah.
Okay, Christian's still potentially.
We got Christian there, and we still got Walker Little.
Yeah, I mean Walker Little in these tends to go in like round 4, round 5.
Yeah, he's definitely a big gamble, but I think he's.
I mean, he should. He looks healthy right now.
Yeah,
and talent-wise, he's probably.
Oh, Christensen just got taken off the board, and it decided to take Tommy Togiai for us instead of actually letting me decide. Okay. Sometimes it does that. I don't know why.
Okay, so I think we're.
I don't mind Togiai, but that's probably not
where I would have gone at all.
Yeah, I'd have gone 2 tackles. So for me, it's Walker Little, and it was again Brady Christensen and Jackson Carman both went, who I was probably looking at as well.
Yeah, I mean Walker Little's the highest guy for me out of all these guys.
For me, it's Spencer Brown, but
I don't mind that either.
I'd have probably gone Walker Little and then said you can take who you want as.
Yeah.
So all right, if you guys are going to go Walker Little, then I'll take it. All right.
We can pretend it's Spencer Brown if you're any good.
In the mock draft machine this year where sometimes it'll just make a pick for you.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me a couple times.
Never fun because I want to be able to make
always like pause it, and then when I do the write up, I have like a note like this is who I would have taken.
Yeah. So we're coming
out now. 121. Interior offensive line is a need. Again, offensive line. Ooh.
I like
Okay.
Aaron
I'm not
Banks.
taking. You like him? Okay.
I do,
Aaron
but I
Banks
mean,
is good. Kendrick Green is good, and David Moore is good.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll be looking at just other positions, just to make sure we're not just missing.
Yeah, what
someone
else do we got on the
obvious.
board here?
Don't need a tight end, and there's nothing really there.
No.
Running backs, they've already.
No.
Oh my god, it's a good thing we don't need a quarterback this year.
Wide receivers. I know we've already picked one, but there's no one there that I'm like we need to take.
No, those are all guys I would wait on anyways.
Yeah.
Corner.
I think corner is a huge need here.
They need a lot of help.
I believe
defense is
safety
not
is
good.
too.
So
Let's
for
say
me, I'm thinking Washington.
Oh, I love Ardarius Washington.
Or Sean Wade.
Oh my
Those
god,
are-
you guys are going to be in so much trouble with Browning at the end of this because I swear we take him in every single mock draft, and he complains every time that he's not gone to the Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean, the
think
value always is just so good on him because people don't trust the tape because of his size.
He had really good tape going into this year.
He's Tyler Browning's number one safety.
Yeah, I mean, I love him. I'm not going to put him at number one, but definitely.
Yeah, I can understand.
Are we going to take Ardarius Washington here?
How can you not?
Exactly.
Yeah,
he's the most talented player.
This is an absolute bargain. So,
also,
and unfortunately, it looks like Browning can't join us today. He's not here, so I don't get to flash the soccer picture of him commenting about how Ardarius Washington needs to go to the Cowboys. Sorry, Browning.
Yeah, I'm a no from this as well.
It's only trading a 7 from next year.
Yeah, but I'd rather. You never know what that 7th round could be.
You are so anti-trade up. I've never met someone so anti-trade up in my life.
If you're going after a quarterback, then, for example, I'd have given 3 first-round picks for Russell Wilson if they were putting him on the table this year.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. In the first round, you're not trading up unless it's quarterback. But back of day 2, I like the option to trade up if there's some guys you really like. Or the top of day 3.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, who went to the Saints on day 3. I think it was like the 4th pick. They traded up for him. That was one of the few examples I would trade up for, and that's because I had him as safety 1 going in.
Yeah, he was a fun prospect.
I couldn't believe he fell that hard.
It's because it's all this talk about how he gets everyone like flags and all this, and he's the ejection whisperer. And they were worried it was going to be against him.
Pretty much. All right, so where are we going here? Obviously, we haven't addressed the interior of the offensive line.
I think we need to look at interior offensive line before we look at anywhere else.
Trey Hill, I like. I like Drake Jackson, but they don't really need a center. Jack Anderson's a pretty good guard. So Darius Hutcherson's okay.
I'm not in love with any of these guys.
Can we look at the tackles just see if there's someone that we like to move inside?
Maybe Royce Newman for guard?
I never got around to watching Royce Newman, so actually, is he still even here?
I don't know. Oh, no, I guess not.
No.
Oh, hang on. I still have it on interior. That's why. I think they have him as a tackle.
Yeah.
Oh, they have him as a very low-rated tackle.
Could probably even wait on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're in an interesting spot. Should we just look at...
We pick again in five picks, so...
Okay,
you know what I would say? I would go with an edge rusher here because, I mean, they need someone. They could use some more rotation in that pass rush.
I agree. They're 3 deep right now, but another guy would definitely help.
I would say, like, Dalen Hayes, I think, is a guy that's going to be a much better pro player than he was at Notre Dame.
Yeah, I'm a fan of his.
And then you can loop around in 5 picks and get your interior offensive lineman there.
I think Gus Bradley might like Rashad Weaver a lot as like a big end.
Actually, in Bradley's defense, that makes a lot of sense.
I love Jonathan Cooper, but I don't think he makes that much sense for the Raiders. I mean, he might. Gus Bradley did use Unique Ngakoue for a second, but
he did. Mayock, though, I could see.
And then now they have Ngakoue again. That's funny. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, with Mayock, I could see him going with someone like a Weaver or a Hayes. He likes his blue chip guys, like his blue blood programs, which takes someone like Ellerson Smith completely off the board for them.
Yeah, If it was me and I'm picking between Hayes or Weaver, I would take Hayes, but
I think
that's
Mayock
just
would
me.
go Weaver.
Yeah, I do too.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go
I'm
with
happy going Weaver, and then if Hayes drops, then we go Hayes.
I think they're
Yeah.
both good values at this point, anyways.
And
I'm
then
happy taking Hayes if you
no
want.
no interior lineman got taken. And when's our next pick?
I mean, let's look at free agency before we fully blow it up.
All right, so we pick again at 200, and then we're done.
Okay. I think we should probably take. So should we just go for our picks first of all?
Yeah.
Before we.
So
we have got the. Can't remember. We said we said we're going to take 2 offensive tackles, weren't we?
Yeah.
At 79.
Yeah.
So that's why. So we've done the offensive line, so we don't need to panic.
Mm-hmm.
So
top 2 needs still are interior offensive line and cornerback. It'd be nice if we could get those 2 in the last picks.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I could see someone like Mayock loving Shakur Brown, the corner out of Michigan State.
I like.
Yeah, he's got good tape.
Drafting Wild Goose though, just for the name. Also feels
Rashad Wild Goose II.
Yes.
Yeah.
Put him on the board. Gosh, I don't love the guy. I mean, I think Brown makes sense at this point. I don't know that it's going to end up paying big dividends, but
no, you're taking a gamble here. It's who you think has the high ceiling.
Rounder, so
yeah, I'm happy going with whoever you want. I think we've got the right position. And,
yeah. You know what? I think it's down to Brown or Kerry Vincent Jr., and I think Vincent Jr. is the best athlete.
Yep.
Out of them, and I can't remember who said it, but in whether it was on here, whether it was on a podcast, where it was like in day 3, just take athletes. So I would lean Kerry Vincent Jr. because he's also, I mean, it's LSU.
Yeah,
he's an excellent athlete, and at this point in the draft, you are kind of throwing darts, and why not throw a dart at somebody that, as you said, is very athletic, very fast.
Position flexibility. You can probably use him on special teams a lot too.
Yeah.
I like Kerry Vincent.
He could easily be a slot.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah.
All right. And then at 200, I think we have to go offensive line.
Given they have no cover.
All right. So far, I mean, again, considering we didn't go offensive line until our 4th pick.
Yeah, so I don't think Raiders fans are going to be happy about.
No, they're not.
The players that are the positions.
Are we going to take it 79? That's one thing that we just need to look at before we finish off. Who are we going to take at 79? That we
were going to take an offensive tackle and then Walker Little.
Yeah, I just can't remember who we were going to look at.
Oh, he's probably long gone by now.
Yeah, I know he's long gone, but I was just
I'd be happy to get Royce Newman at this point in the draft and play him at guard.
Yeah,
right guard. He played right tackle.
Van Leenen, the Wisconsin.
Van Lanen?
Oh, right.
He's bad.
I'm not in on that.
That's fine then.
All right. So do you guys want to go with Royce Newman?
I think Royce Newman makes more sense.
All right. Yeah. So that's it for this draft. We're just going to play it out. I want to see who goes Mr. Irrelevant. Always fun.
Oh, wow, there's a lot of good guys still on the board.
We left Fenton. I didn't realize he was still there.
Oh, Dimitri Felton?
I didn't either.
I love him.
I'd take him in the top 100 if I needed somebody like that.
Yeah.
Man, Smith.
K. Johnson as well.
And Smith said is a top 100 for me too.
Eagles just drafted KJ Costello.
You can tell I like fantasy.
I can tell.
with the wide receivers.
Man, Broncos getting K. Johnson to throw into that receiver room. That's scary.
Oh, I love
no trades for us in this one because we just anti-trade today.
Yeah.
So Parsons, Rondale Moore, the CPU decided we should take Tommy Togiai. Don't get mad at us. Get mad at TDN. Walker Little.
Let's be honest. I don't hate that pick.
I don't hate it, but I wouldn't have done it.
It's a tackle or a guard before you complain.
Yeah.
Ardarius Washington, Browning, Rashad Weaver, Kerry Vincent, Royce Newman. All in all, like we said, I think Raiders fans are going to hate this draft because we did
I'd
go
love
off
it.
the tackle early.
I like it too. You didn't necessarily just go BPA at the positions of need. You kind of went more BPA in general and got better value. Because when you talk about Micah Parsons, he's much better than anyone else you could get at that point in the draft. Rondale Moore at 48, that's another. I mean, that's a big time.
It's good
talent.
players. It's good players.
Darius Washington at 121. Yeah.
Walker Little is a gamble, but he could easily pay off.
Exactly.
Yeah, because he could be like a late first rounder if he had been healthy.
I think PFF have him as just outside the first round.
Yeah.
And yes, he opted out, and that's why he's dropped to 80. But when you drop to 80, how many of them actually work out? You might as well just take the ceiling.
Yeah. I'm with you there.
All right, guys, that was a good, fun mock. Hopefully, both of you guys are able to join us more in the future.
Definitely.
As for the viewers, thank you all for watching, whether this is live, whether this is on playback. We definitely appreciate it. As always, like, comment, subscribe, especially subscribe. I think we're down to about 75% of our viewership is from non-subscribers, so let's keep driving that number down. Buy the merch, follow us on Twitter, and we will be back later tonight with the Arizona Cardinals. Have a good day, guys.